Okay, looks like we're good to go.
Awesome.
Happy First Friday, everybody. This is our first Friday Innovation Conversation, sponsored by the Center for a Sustainable Future. So we are really happy to have you joining us today and to be hearing about some of the ways we are seeing systems and building a more sustainable South Bend and a region as a result. So a little background on this series. It was originally slated to take place in April 2nd, I believe. So we had put out a call for speakers to talk about how they were seeing systems, connections between sustainability, social justice, community building, peace building, and other topics, because there's a lot of overlap in our interests, right? And the things that we do, and that's what makes them really powerful and impactful. So we put forth a call for proposals for people to speak. We got back quite a few, and we sent those anonymous, so they were secret, no one knew who exactly they were from, sent out the descriptions of what people wanted to talk about, and actually had IU South Bend students and a couple of faculty members rate them according to, did they meet the criteria, and do they think this is compelling? Even if they met the criteria, maybe they thought it was boring, but they rated it out, and we pulled the top, I think, 8 out of that. And we were planning to bring them all in for one night of powerful, like TED-style talks, like short, to the point, compelling speeches, and a chance to have Q&A. Of course, we didn't get together in April, and we've been trying to figure out how to bring those voices out to the community since then. So I'm really excited today to be able to share these talks one at a time, taking a little bit out of your Friday lunch hour to join us and to share some ideas, questions, thoughts about how this, what this means for our community, what they're doing. If you have questions about how what their approach is, or on other related topics. So we've got folks coming to us every first Friday from now and through May, not on January 1st, because that's the first Friday of January. So we're not going to do January, but we will be back. We'll go November, December, February through May, bringing you those speakers that had applied to share their ideas with you and to engage in conversation, which is very brave, gotta say. So that said, our first speaker jumped right up at the chance to be first. So really excited to have Shabbir Quitbuddin with us. He is the Director of IT Partnerships at Ivy Tech Community College, and will be talking with us today about his thoughts on those connections. So 6 steps he's got to share with us. So with that, we'll thank Shabbir for joining us today and let you take it away.
Thank you, Krista. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. My name is Shabbir Quitbuddin. I'm the Director of IT Secret Partnership at Ivy Tech Community College. And today I'll be talking about 6 steps to success in tech. So let's start. Let's start with a hypothetical person living in a parallel universe where we don't have any COVID-19. Let's start with the story of Leslie. Leslie works at a local supermarket, and she's supporting 2 kids. She lives in South Bend, Indiana, has a high school diploma, and wants to build a career in tech. But as you can see, she has a lot of barriers, like financial issues, lack of transportation, multiple jobs, lack of basic computer skills, lack of adequate childcare, and temporary housing. So she came through our sector partnership and community college for help. However, Leslie is not the only person coming for help. 59% of the people coming for help only have a high school diploma, HSC, or GED. 58% of them are either unemployed or having a part-time job. And 60% of them needs employment or wants to change their career. However, this is not a complete picture. Because of our applicant pool, 61% of them are males, and only 39% of them are female. So, what would Leslie do in her situation? Well, she would either enroll or graduate, or there's also a possibility that she might drop out. But there are other variables as well. She might not respond because she has lack of basic computer skills, and she might not check her email. She might also she might not be interested because she has lack of adequate childcare and might not have anyone to take care of her child. She might also be waiting to enroll because she has financial issues and not sure if she can arrange for the funds to pay for her education. She can also have a schedule conflict because she's having multiple jobs, and she might not just show up because she has a lack of transportation. And there could be other reasons as well. But lucky in her case, Leslie tries to enroll, and then we start with the first step by telling her about the journey. The first step is pretty basic, which everyone takes, which is the education. In that, we told Leslie about the different career pathways that we offer her, the skills that exist between those career pathways, different careers she can pursue, and the jobs that she can do at entry, intermediate, or advanced levels. We also told her about our curriculum by offering her credit or non-credit courses, certificates, and certifications. We also gave her some resources for supplemental learning so she can do online learning platforms, specializations, projects, and courses. Since she has multiple jobs and lack adequate childcare, we also told her that by pursuing this career, she can have a better salary and she can take care of all of these things. Because she has lack of transportation, we also gave her some flexible delivery options so she can have a flexible duration, schedule, enrollment, and mechanism so she can take classes from home. And because of her financial issues, we gave her some affordable cost options. But Leslie might still drop out. Why? Because she shares a lot of different barriers that a lot of people coming to us share, where 46% of them have financial issues, 19% have existing or multiple jobs, 9% have lack of transportation, 4% have health problems, and there are other reasons as well. So let's go on to the second step of figuring out how we can help Leslie overcome these barriers. So we introduced Leslie to our training readiness programs. We want to put Leslie in a knowledge assessment to see where she is right now and what it would take for her to be ready for the program. So we can get use of EdReady program to help her get all those prerequisites. We also want to put her in introductory courses to see if this is something she really wants or if this is not a good fit, because we don't want her to waste her time, energy, money, and efforts. We also introduced her to our partners in the community who can help her build that foundation where she can grow more and overcome her lack of basic computer skills. We also introduced Leslie to IV cares. Because she has temporary housing, she can make use of her emergency funds. Because she also has lack of transportation, she can get access to local public transportation and gas cards. She has financial issues, so having a food pantry or food sharing shelves or grocery store gift cards can really help her out with her finances. She has multiple jobs, and that could take a toll on her mental health. So access to mental health services and resources might come as a benefit. And then, because she has lack of adequate childcare, IV Assist could help her connect to some resources where she could get some child care facilities. And at last, we connected Leslie to her academics and career centers. Because she has lack of basic computer skills, she might need some tutoring. She also might need some coaching to see where she wants to go in her career and have someone who could contact her on a monthly or bi-weekly basis to make sure everything is going right. If she needs any help at a personal or professional level, or if she needs any kind of services that she could be connected to. We connected her to CCEC so she can have a career coach who could tell her where she should take her career. Or to academic advising where she could understand what courses she wants to register in, and at last, financial aid office because she is having financial issues. Now, since we're talking about the finances, the third step would be how do we really find funding for her? And if you're not able to find funding for her, what can we do so she can do some self-learning and still build a career? Well, we have a variety of different financial aid resources at the local, state, and national level, like Pell Grant, Workforce Ready Grant, Employee Training Grant, scholarships, income share agreements, federal and private loans. However, if you're not able to secure funding for her, we still want her to succeed. So we can give her some tech resources in terms of platforms, projects, specializations, different blogs where she can learn about the latest technologies, YouTube videos where she can learn from these videos and get different perspective. She can attend clubs where she can meet people with common interest, or attend speaker series or panel discussions where she can learn from subject matter experts or industry leaders. We also want her to have access to software, tool, application, and devices so she can really progress towards building a career in tech and get all the resources she needs. And at last, some industry certifications so she is ready to get a job and she has the right credentials. Now that Leslie has understanding of the journey of education, all the support services, the resources, as well as funding, the next thing is how do we get Leslie her first tech job? Well, we introduced Leslie to her job search video series, where she learned about resume, cover letter, job application, career fair, interviewing and interview questions, tracking, networking, and LinkedIn. She understood all of these different aspects, got the templates from us, and did her documentation so she can do the job search process. We also introduced her to CCEC again so she can learn about any job opportunities, work with career coaches, and also get connected to employers. Leslie did end up getting an internship, but unfortunately, she could not convert it to a full-time job. Why? Well, because she lacked workplace skills. And that is our fifth step. We got Leslie into a soft skills 8-week course where every week Leslie was learning a new soft skill. And all of these soft skills are just umbrellas, and a lot of different soft skills lies within them. So she went through communication, leadership, interpersonal skills, teamwork, problem solving, critical thinking, work ethic, and organizational. We also enrolled Leslie into a tech savvy one-day session where she learned about tools and software that doesn't require any coding and really helped her get informed and proficient in modern technology, especially the use of computers, which helped her make her processes simple, fast, organized, productive, and precise. And lastly, we asked Leslie to go and explore the outside world where she can do professional development, social engagement, and civic engagement, attend events, be part of different organizations, be part of the Young Professionals Network, go to the downtown area, attend some summer internship programs, attend local events, do some volunteering, make a change or difference in her community. Now that Leslie has her education, she has an internship experiences, she has workplace skills, she has all the resources and support services, we want to put the final nail, which is getting her to build a permanent tech career, which is our sixth and last step. Now we did try to get Leslie a full-time job through a talent database, through the career fairs, through a variety of job applications, through so many different networking events, and even through LinkedIn. But unfortunately, she could not land a full-time job. So we had to try some other approaches. We tried to figure out how we can get her registered to a state work-based learning program or a federal apprenticeship. We convinced Leslie that she should now continue her education and pursue an associate degree in tech because her certificate is stackable credentials and she can transfer it in getting a degree. She agreed and started doing a degree in tech with the community college and also got registered with a local employer through a state work-based learning program. And she was able to overcome all of her barriers and get education and employment simultaneously. To sum up Leslie's journey, Leslie decided to pursue a career in technology with the assistance of her support services, financial and tech resources, job search video series, workplace skills training, and a work-based learning opportunity. So was Leslie successful? Well, in the real world, Leslie is still going through the process. So we'll let you decide when you meet someone like Leslie and try these 6 steps with him or her. However, in the hypothetical world, Leslie was able to get the apprenticeship through state and also work with a local employer and got her associate degree and now is planning to continue employment with the same employer. What we can also tell you in the hypothetical world is that Leslie's son came to us after a couple of years to tell her mom's story at her podcast. And he was so motivated by her mother that he wanted to follow the same path. So he participated in one of the summer events, which we called Code Week. He did some learning sessions, but unfortunately, he was not able to get a scholarship to enroll at the community college for a certificate in tech. He did get another opportunity at another event that we called Tech Juncture, where he did take projects and submitted a proposal to various employers through his high school. One of the employers realized how talented and hardworking Leslie's son is and gave him an opportunity to work as an apprentice at his company. Leslie simultaneously got his associate degree at the community college and did the tech apprenticeship. But none of this would have been possible without the support, collaboration, and the services of these amazing partners that exist in South Bend, but also our entire region. These were the partners who were able to help us make the success of Leslie and her son. And I also want to thank IUSB for giving me this opportunity to share the story of Leslie and to share the story of Leslie's son and 6 steps to success in tech. Thank you.